Hey everyone, welcome back to Kicking It with Colton House. I'm Caitlin, a realtor here at Colton House.
Hey everybody, my name is Shanae Dunbar. I'm also an agent here at Colton House.
And I am Venetia Brown, also a realtor here at Colton House.
Yes, so today we have a very important topic.
Oh, yes.
And it's something that's crucial for today's market that can easily be overlooked. We are going to talk about the importance of the due diligence period and how the inspection is needed.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, Venetia.
She's ready. Okay, but before we get into the inspections, I want to give you a quick overview and kind of let you know what takes place leading up to the inspection period. So for the home buying process, this is just a quick overview. So the first step would be to have a consultation with your realtor. Then you would go through the pre-approval process, and once you have a pre-approval letter, that's when we start the home search. Now, when you find a home that you love, you submit an offer, and if your offer is accepted on the home, then we enter into what we call the option period. So you guys want to explain what the option period is?
Okay, so your option period is, like Shanae said, your due diligence time. It's your time to make sure this house that you are about to buy is sound. It is what you need. It is what you want. The plumbing is correct. The electrical is correct. The roofing, all those good things. If you want to kick the baseboards, you want to, go
Yes.
go knock on the walls and see whatever it is that you want to do, that is your time to do so. Because once you are out of that period, you have now bought yourself a house that you might not like.
One of the largest, and I think another thing with this time that's so important is to get a professional's opinion. A
Yes.
lot of the times you will see buyers or sellers look at the cosmetic work of everything, but it's important to really get into the bones of the house, and
Yeah.
that's where this due diligence period is going to be life-changing.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
So normally an option period is about 7 days. I do 7 days.
I do 7 days. I know some people do, like, to be competitive, 3 or 5, and like what we've been seeing according to the market, they've been waiving it. So,
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
collaborative
it is your
yeah.
prerogative, and it is up to you and the professional that you have hired and taken on as your realtor. But that's why it's so important to have a realtor that you trust and is going to educate you about the process. Not just take you through the process, but educate you through the process so that you understand what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Yeah, you want to be able to make the decisions, not be told what decisions to make. So a collaborative effort is everything
Yeah.
in this
Right.
process.
Absolutely.
Right.
Hey,
Oni!
girl.
How's everybody? We were talking about the due diligence process and like contracts and like the option period. Have you had
Only
any?
got something to say.
You know what? You got something to say. Here, come take a seat.
Yeah,
Take a seat.
especially in this market,
Yeah.
like, let's be real. I mean, not doing that could cost you down the line, don't you think?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, a lot of sellers would probably want you to be like, no due diligence
Yeah.
process or no option period. But I mean, no matter what the market is, I still think, and this is my personal opinion, you should do it.
Yeah, and this is one of the biggest investments of a person's life. You might as well spend that couple extra $100 to cover you in the future.
Yeah.
And could we all acknowledge how due diligence is a tongue twister? Because I have to think about it before I say it.
But you know what? Since we have Anya here, how about we bring in an inspector to talk
Yes.
to you guys?
Yeah,
Let's do
Okay,
it.
let's do that.
absolutely.
Let's do it. Okay, everybody. So today we have Brent here from 3S Home Inspections.
Yes.
Hello,
Thank you for coming.
hello. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So before we start, just give the people a little background on how you got into home inspecting and everything.
Sure, yeah. So we, 3S Home Inspections, been around here in the Houston market for a little over a year now. I have been in construction and industrial inspections and stuff like that for the last 25 years.
So you know what you're doing.
So I know I know what to look for. I know what to look for. And we're your full service home inspection company here. We do everything from your residential inspections. We do a little bit of commercial inspections, and we do all your termite and sewer scopes and you name it. I mean, we do
Y'all
it.
do it.
And we're here in the Houston area, so we go everywhere from as far north as you can go to as far south as you can go.
Covering Houston.
So we cover Houston. We drive. So yeah, I mean, and one of the biggest things that we offer, and you guys were just, I caught the tail end, but you guys were all talking about option periods, right? And option periods are so small nowadays.
Yes.
We thought it would be very, very beneficial to realtors and their clients to have same-day reporting. So whatever day you
Okay.
have
Oh my gosh.
And that's rare today.
Yes.
so whatever day you get the inspection, you can get the report the same day. Might be 11 o'clock at night.
48 hours later, some of you inspectors out there.
Now, I did have a question for you because I know before we get into the buyer side, I know a lot of the times inspection is kind of linked to the buyer side. Can you tell us a little bit about like pre-listing inspections and you working with sellers?
Yeah, so sellers also get their homes inspected because they want to know up front the things that they should probably need to fix or at least address before they list their home, because then that way they don't get any surprises, right? And that way they can get top dollar for their home,
Right, it helps them
Especially
be
in
able
this
to
market, right?
especially in this market. Yeah.
Yeah, being
Yeah.
prepared
In this market is everything.
So, Brent, let me ask you this. What do you see the differences with inspections when this crazy market that we've had within the last year and like compare that to like last year?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
So we
Seems a little traumatized.
we have been busy. I mean, I have had people call me about inspections, and they're like, "Can you come like right now?" I'm like, that's tough. We try to accommodate everybody, but right now it's
Gotta be
pretty
fair.
tough. But the option, you had longer to schedule an inspection.
Yeah.
Because the option periods, you guys, I think I heard you guys say 7 days, 10 days. That was normal. But now,
option
No.
periods no more.
now you're like at 2 days and 3 days and 1 day, and
Yeah.
that's why people, and then people call and they're, can you come do my inspection right now? Because my option period ends tonight. Yeah, that's tough. I'll try, but that's tough. So
Yeah.
I think it's just the time frame right
Yeah.
now. I think it's the time frame or timing, should I say?
Okay,
For
Makes a
inspection.
difference. And can you walk us through? Okay, so you're going out to a listing. Can you walk us through what a buyer can expect in your actual inspection?
Yeah.
What can they expect you to look at?
Yeah, so you have your top 5, which is your roof, your foundation, your AC or HVAC, your plumbing, and your water heater. Still can't
Costly ones.
figure out why water heaters are in your top 5. Because yes, they're expensive, but they're not like thousands of dollars expensive, right? Not like your AC.
Nobody wants to take
Right.
a cold shower.
But anyways,
really.
So that's the top 5 things that people really want to know about. Everything else is kind of cosmetic for the most part. Yes, can you have leaks? Yes, but then that would be plumbing, right? You can have other things, but people really want to know about those top 5. And then, like I said, everything else is kind of cosmetic because everything else you can change. You can change your floor and you can paint.
Yeah.
You can
Which we'll
paint.
probably
You can
do
do all
anyways.
the you can do those things. So those things are some people are interested about that, but you can change that. So that's not a big thing. So I kind of classify that as cosmetics.
Okay.
Now I will tell you this: the one thing about the inspection report, everybody freaks out, right? Because the inspection
the
report is like
terminology.
35, 40 pages long, and people they freak out.
Especially
Call-
first-time home buyers.
Especially first-time home buyers. Call me, right? I have people calling me at 9 o'clock at night. Call me. Let me talk you off the ledge. What you see is 95% probably cosmetic, and the Texas report is like,
Absolutely.
out of the 30 pages, 20 of them are fluff. It's fluff.
Yeah.
It's essentially what you're required to do.
Yes.
Okay.
We have lots of photos, we have lots of videos. So if you don't understand something, if you have a client that doesn't understand something, or you guys just looking at it and say, I just don't understand, call me.
Yes,
Let me
yeah, I love
let me
that.
explain.
That's so important in the home buying process is making sure that your team, because a lot of people forget that your agent is not just your team. It's a whole row of
Oh,
people.
absolutely.
Education and those people educating you is key in that process not being so stressful.
Yeah.
Now I did go ahead.
No. I mean, because I just think agents, our job is so multifaceted. So our job is not just to open up a door and say, "Here's your home." Our door is we're actually actually facilitating the transaction for you.
Exactly.
So we're managing all of the parts, and so being able to ask questions from a really great inspector like yourself, and get those questions so that we can talk you off the ledge. Like you put,
Exactly.
I didn't say
So
that,
we
he
know
did.
what's going on.
So that's always a really, really reassuring thing to buyers.
That is true.
And the other thing too is I know you guys show tons of homes, and right now I think we were talking about it kind of offline, but getting something accepted is really difficult nowadays, right?
It's a big
So
war.
I
Yeah, we're talking about,
say if you guys are showing a home and you see something or your client sees something, you go, we just don't know what that is. Should we be concerned? Take a picture, send it to me. Let me see if I can figure it out.
Sounds
So
like a consultation.
so you can, know right away.
All right,
Should we just move on or what?
Okay, with that,
You know.
what do you have to say directly to any buyer or seller for this matter who wants to completely skip the inspection period?
Don't do it. Brand new.
No matter what.
Brand new construction. Brand new construction.
yes.
They need to be inspected because builders do cut corners.
Oh my gosh.
That's one thing I heard is that
I-
brand new or old, everybody
matter.
is human.
Brand-
Mistakes still happen.
They- Yes.
always have to fight with my buyers. with
Only
the new
tell us your
construction.
story.
Oh my God.
She's stressed.
Don't stress
What
out.
have you
Don't stress out.
seen to give them like an example for new construction? What have you noticed?
Homes that's just not finished and they're expecting these people to close, Like I literally did one, was it yesterday or the day before? And they just didn't brick portions of the house. Like there's just no brick. And they were gonna close in like 2 days. I'm like, your house is not finished. You wouldn't buy a car with no tires. Why are you gonna buy a house with no brick?
I know that's right.
Right? So
No.
Yeah.
I mean, buyers. I've run across this where buyers just think because it's new construction that they don't need to
Everything's
look.
wonderful.
Everything's wonderful.
It's a brand new, clean.
cherries and gumdrops. But the reality is that the builders have their inspector
Yeah.
who's
In-house.
working for you.
Yeah.
Nobody's working for you. They're working for the builders. The only person who's working for you is Brent. Over
That's
here.
important. No, that's actually a really important point.
I'll give you a perfect
Yeah.
example. Next time you have a new build,
Yeah.
a brand new construction, right? When you open the door to the closet, you just see the closet, right? Go in the closet, turn around, and look out the door and see if it's finished on the inside. I bet you it's not.
And you could miss a lot of those because, like you said,
'Cause you're not looking for
construction,
that.
It's like
Yeah.
blinders.
Yeah, you're not looking for
You're
that.
just like, oh, I have
Yeah.
a brand new home. Oh my god.
You're not even looking for anything.
Yeah.
wrong.
You don't
You want to
Yeah,
find
and-
anything, that's why.
Of course. And and I as realtors, we don't want to be the bad guys.
Yeah.
The party poopers that are over there saying, "Oh, well, you might want to,
spend a
look at
little more
this,
money."
just a little bit, But, to me it's just like after the transaction, the lender, the builder, all of us, we're all going to go away. And
Yeah.
you're the one who's going to be left with it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, too? Speaking of new builds, if you use 3S Home Inspection for your new build, your new construction, all homes have a warranty, right?
Yeah.
The builders usually give you a year warranty on cosmetic stuff and so on and so forth. You call us back at your 11th month, we'll come out and we'll do an 11-month warranty inspection for free, so you can take that information, bring it to your builder, and go, hey, Mr. Builder, you need to address these things.
Period.
So just had to throw that in there.
No, that's a shameless plug. Right. Now I want to ask you because I know that your role, I guess, as far as what you can disclose, as far as your opinion to buyers, have you ever came across a situation that was just a walkaway situation? And did you have to bite your tongue?
Well, yes, because legally I cannot. Everybody asks, "Should I buy this house?" I can't tell you that.
Can't tell you that.
Oh, no. What they ask, "Would you buy this house?" I can't tell you if I would buy this house. So my go-to answers for that question is that my wife won't let me buy this house. So you can take that any
It's
kind of
always
way.
the wife.
Yeah, I always put it on. The wife. Yeah. So you guys take that at, you take that as a grain of salt. But if something is like just catastrophic, normally you would see it. I cannot tell the buyer to buy this house or don't buy this house. So if I pull you guys on the side and be like,
Yeah.
just you know what that means, right? You got me right. Yeah.
We here.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so before we head out, Brent, I kind of want you to give, we'll start with sellers, and I guess you could ask for buyers. What are like the top 3 pieces of advice that you could give to a seller in the pre-listing stage, inspection-wise?
So if you're going to get an inspection before you list your house, right? Just number one, kind of be prepared. You've lived in this house, so you kind of know what's wrong. So when I do an inspection for a listing, the first question I have is, what's wrong with your house?
Be honest.
Yeah,
Be
just
real.
tell me. I'm most likely going to find it anyways, but just tell me. It saves time. Tell me. Let me look. It may not be as severe as you think it is, or
Okay.
So let's just tell me about it first. So just be honest about it, because that's the biggest piece of advice I can give. Be honest about it. We're most likely going to find it anyways, and if we do find it, it may not be as severe. So at least you can address it. If you don't know about it, you can address it, right?
Yeah.
So
And
that's
if you don't
that's
find
what's
it, the
bigger.
buyer's inspector is going to
Somebody-
find it.
Exactly.
Somebody's
Exactly.
gonna find
Somebody's
it.
going to find it, because there's a lot of eyes that's going to go on this thing once
Yeah.
you list it. So.
Yeah,
That's true.
Definitely. So what are some of the things that you would tell a buyer, especially in this market right now?
Well, number one, to please get your home
What's your
inspected.
inspection?
Yeah,
If we
please.
haven't said anything, that's what we
Yeah,
said.
please get your home inspected. I know a lot of people, a lot, like, once again, you guys show a lot of homes, and people go, well, I've gotten 3 homes inspected, and the deal has fallen through for whatever reason 3 times, and our 4th one, this is a lot of money we got to come out of pocket, and I understand that. And I feel, but still, that 4th one that you just fall in love with, if you don't get it inspected, that's going to be the one that's going to wind up being a money pit, and you're going to spend thousands of dollars to get this thing fixed. So,
Because if you're put into a position of not getting an inspection to get the house,
Yeah.
you most likely don't want the house.
Oh my gosh. And why is a seller telling you not to get an inspection? I don't know. That's a little suspect.
Yeah,
Oh,
move
and don't
quickly.
ever,
Don't
do
move
not
slow.
ever take the seller's inspection.
Right?
Don't take the seller's inspection, because that inspector is working for the seller. Not saying that anything underhanded is going on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I
your
would.
due diligence.
Yes.
Exactly.
Take
what
the
it's called.
take the report. If they offer you the report, take the report, and then when you hire your own inspector, give them the report and say, hey, this is the inspection report that the sellers did.
That's awesome. Well, you gave us a lot of insight today.
did.
Let the people know. Plug yourself.
Oh, yes.
Instagram handles, everything.
Brent, I don't know all that. Anyway, Brent.
Put it together on Instagram.
Brent,
Don't worry.
yeah. Brent Cannon, owner and principal inspector at 3S Home Inspection here in Houston. Give us a call. Number is 713-303-9632. Website is 3S Home Inspection. The number 3, the letter S, Home Inspection. Find us, easy scheduling, and if you can't figure something out, just give me a call.
You can find me at the Stillman Group on Instagram. And I don't know.
Get a home inspection.
Get a home inspection. Yeah.
Just do that.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.